1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. It's Thursday with Mike and John, brought to you by Jordan Genso.
Should I buckle in?
Well, you might want to.
Yeah. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
We are in Michigan. Of course, we're brought to you by Jordan Genso, the official Gigo Realtor. And a little bit later on today, we'll have on Rich Perlberg for the Less You Know.
Right.
And something, a complete new
Format. We're doing we're going to try it out, a one-time thing.
Unless we really like it, then we'll do it all the
I mean,
time.
who knows? Who knows? We thought it was something different.
It's like speed dating.
Because there's multiple things to talk about this week, so we felt, we kind of have to hit them all.
When's the last time you had multiple?
Hit the ball, touch them all, a moment in the sun. Sorry.
No, that's not John Fogerty. That's John King.
Yeah.
Hey,
so YouTube don't take this video down for copyright infringement, because that was not
terrible.
That was not John Fogerty.
Yeah, it was out of tune.
Yeah.
Coming up, too, we'll take a look at last night's Wednesday night bonus prize trivia. And it looks like you and I get to do a little shopping at Amazon.
Okay.
Nobody won.
Yeah, I think we have to carry that over. Yeah.
Oh, you want to carry it over?
Right.
All right. Well, we'll check out some of the answers. There may have been some that are close, but there were some that were interesting, and a little debate going on, too. We'd like you to limit your debating during the trivia on our Mike and John Facebook page.
Some back and forth, was there?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
And it had to do with menopause. So something us men don't know much about. We just know
this
the
is a lot where
temperature
you just nod your head.
Yep. Got it.
You turn down the thermostat when needed. You turn it up when needed, and shut your mouth.
Shutting up.
Shut up.
All right. So we get to that, our 2-cent history lesson, and of course the latest local news here in Sanctuary County. Brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. The family of a South Lyon woman is looking for answers after her body was found last month in a Detroit neighborhood dumped by the side of the road. 42-year-old Melissa DeQuinn was last seen alive March 10th in South Lyon. Detroit police say her body was found about 9 a.m. March 11th by a pedestrian walking in the area of Fitzpatrick and Memorial Streets. She was found with bruises on her face, although her body reportedly had no signs of trauma. She was found wrapped in a blanket. While toxicology results are pending, police suspect DeQuinn overdosed on drugs. Her vehicle, a gold 2006 Town & Country minivan, remains missing, along with her cell phone and other personal belongings. DeQuinn's siblings say she began using hard drugs about 15 years ago. They believe it was the result of complications with mental health issues, including bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. They also say she suffered physical and sexual assault. DeQuinn took part in several rehabilitation programs. In 2017, she had seemingly recovered and was writing poems, designing her own clothing, and adoring her daughter, Zeta. Her family hopes someone who knows what happened to Melissa will step forward, or that her van or phone may still be found. A broken water main's been repaired that forced the closure of the eastbound lane of Brighton Road just west of the high school entrance for much of the day Wednesday. According to a Facebook post by the city, the repair was completed after 15 and a half hours of all three divisions of the City of Brighton's Department of Public Services working together. Brighton Road reopened to traffic by mid-afternoon. Meanwhile, the streetscape project officially started this week along Main Street. The contractor removing decorative light poles and downtown electrical pedestals. They'll also have started the removal of concrete sidewalk and brick pavers on the north side of Main Street at Heine, and will work their way east towards Grand River. As sidewalk is removed, gravel will be installed in its place to ensure access to the affected businesses. City officials say once the new concrete is scheduled to be poured, they'll let everyone know the details of what can be expected during that stage of the project. And an event later this month will continue local observances of April as National Sexual Assault Awareness Month. La Casa Center, whose mission is to help victims of interpersonal violence, invites individuals, businesses, and organizations in Livingston County to participate in Denim Day. It's set for Wednesday, April 26th. The international event was created in 1999 after an Italian court overturned a rape conviction, saying that because the victim had worn tight jeans, she must have helped her assailant remove them, implying she consented. La Casa officials say the message behind Denim Day is that it doesn't matter what you're wearing or your actions, there's no justification for sexual assault. each year about the anniversary date of the court's ruling. Organizations, businesses, elected officials, and people around the world wear blue jeans to wear awareness about sexual assault, consent, and victim blaming. You'll find more details about Denim Day on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, located in downtown Brighton. If you haven't heard yet, there's a little bit of work going on downtown.
What?
That's
Where?
going to last pretty much forever.
Are you sure?
It's going to seem like forever. And Mark and Barb Binkley are doing their part to help their friends and neighbors along Main Street in downtown Brighton. They're encouraging you to shop local, buy local, and in doing so, if you spend $300 or more at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, you'll have a chance to draw one of 70 gift cards they've bought from other local businesses on Main Street. And that's going through Saturday. So you have a few days left. So if you're thinking of looking for engagement rings or anniversary presents or just something special for the graduate, stop by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers and take advantage of that. Spending $300 or more, giving you a chance to draw for a gift card from one of the local businesses along Main Street in downtown Brighton. We certainly hope they can weather the storm on this project that's going on in downtown Brighton. Again, that's through Saturday the 22nd. Shop and win with Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Find them online, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com, on Main Street in downtown Brighton, of course, on Facebook as well. And they've been posting on social media about some of the people that are drawing these gift cards and really giving back to the community. So check that out as well. Rich Perlberg joining us in just a few minutes for the Less You Know speed round.
Yes.
It's like speed dating, only speed topics.
Right? So I have to talk really fast like the FedEx guy.
Going fast with Rich.
I'm going to talk really fast to get all our points in.
What do we? How much in between? What do we get
We're
per
gonna,
topic?
Each topic, we're going to have 3 topics of 3 minutes each.
I thought we were doing 2.5. You've extended the limit?
I feel like I need to say more, so I added 30 seconds.
Oh, no, I don't think you need to do that. You say
And then we'll have a end point of 1 minute talking about something that's not news related.
not news related.
Yeah, something
Okay.
more fun.
It's fun. All right, we'll have something fun.
But
You
you'll
raised
find
your
out.
voice a
Just
little bit
hang on. We'll talk to Rich in a few minutes.
All right. So here's the deal. What if you go over the time limit? Because of the two of us.
No, there will
the
be
three of
no.
us.
There will,
If
when the timer sounds, here's what.
this will be the sound effect.
Yeah,
the,
this
the-
is what-
the end game.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's like when the fat lady sings.
Right.
I mean, the pleasantly plump lady sings.
Right. So I think it'll.
It's fun.
Okay.
All right.
No, that's us right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like we're sinking. Where's that evacuate?
Oh, we're sinking. All right. Shut up.
yeah. What are you doing?
Those guys are annoying as hell.
I'm gonna hang with them if you pay me.
So okay. All right, trivia.
Yeah,
Before we get to that debacle, which is coming up, so
We
stay
have
tuned.
this debacle.
Stay tuned for that debacle. Right now, this debacle.
Yes, Wednesday night bonus prize trivia brought to you by our OG sponsors, Firehouse Stores, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products and gift cards for trivia in last night.
Right.
Last night's trivia, we have a $25 Amazon gift card that Firehouse Stores said, hey, give this away on trivia one of these days. And we attempted to last night.
Well, we'll see.
The question, studies found the average woman does this around the age 35. What is it? Now, a lot of these answers were great.
I mean, there were answers that sort of fit in there, but not the answer we were looking
And
for.
some may be close to home for those that answered it because we had mostly females
Right.
answering this. Ann said change jobs.
Sure.
Linda said get an underwire bra. Gravity starts to take over after a
Well,
while.
Yvonne said, get your first mammogram.
And when are you supposed to do that, John?
I
don't know. I haven't had
don't
mine
know.
yet.
Yeah. Well, we get something different.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And that's fun. That's fun. That's not our third time.
I'm going to say it's not fun. It's not fun. Great Scott said, buy her first new car.
Trying to think how old I was when I got my first new car. It was probably
Well,
28-ish.
what the first new car that you got totally on your own. So when I think of like the first new car I got, but my dad had to co-sign the loan, so I don't feel like that was really.
Well, it's a new car.
Yeah,
So
it was
wasn't-
new,
it wasn't-
but I mean,
was that the Probe?
I could not have gone in.
Johnny
It
Cage,
was.
that
Oh no,
Probe.
actually, it was my Escort. Remember with
Well, that was a little
with the
while.
automatic seatbelts. Hello, the '90s called. It'd like its crappy technology back.
John paid for an escort, is what this comes down to. and his
my
dad signed for it.
Signed the loan. Thanks, Dad.
If you got to get a co-signing for a loan on an escort, that's pretty sad. But your father
This
was
escort was
encouraging
all business. It's like, I'm going to need you to sign this contract.
and came with a seatbelt.
You don't look like you're going to be able to pay up. I need you to sign this, and you better get your dad.
This is going to be a short ride.
Okay. So, no.
All right, Suzanne said moves in with her boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay. Probably earlier than that, I'd say. Than 35.
35, yeah. Carla said...
which, by the way, on that topic, I don't know if you're on that topic.
Did your dad have to sign for that, too?
No, but just yesterday in the Michigan Senate, there was a bill put up by the Democrats to get rid of a law that dates back to 1931 that makes it's illegal for a man and woman to live together and not be married. Now, this law has not been enforced for decades, obviously.
Well, the 70s. Look at that.
And so they were like, let's get this off the books. And, of course... there was most of the Republicans agreed with it.
Where's that timer?
That it should go. But 9 Republicans were like, nope, this law should stay on the books. This unenforced law that says it's illegal for a man and woman to live together should stay on the books. And
if they're not married.
If they're not married.
Okay.
And one of those 9 was
well, what if they had
State Senator
rules?
Lana Tice, which I thought was interesting. And
Lana said that? She didn't bring that up at the Torch
they wanted that
180
this law should stay on the books because it will promote marriage. Does it, though?
Well, it'll also help out divorce attorneys.
As somebody said during the debate, they're like, what century are we living in? All right, anyway, just thought I'd mention that.
Oh, wow. I need the timer on that one. Katie said sets up a budget. Rebecca said drinks her first entire bottle of wine in bed by herself. Very specific, the age of 35.
At 35. Spencer said decides she doesn't need a man in her life to feel complete.
Well, you better not be living with a guy in Michigan. Cougar said boob job. Well, I guess that would be, with the underwire bra thing, we start to get older and things start to...
Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Jennifer said get a tattoo.
Ashley said starts going to bed before 10 for 10 p.m.
Start saving for the future, said Lisa. Beth said cuts off her long hair.
And then Elizabeth said got bangs.
Yeah. Go sassy.
Yeah.
Mary said
Are
get a
bangs
divorce. Or did you mention that?
Yeah, well, there's been a few
okay,
divorces, and
right.
Tammy said gets married. So,
Right.
Well, people are getting married later in life these days.
Although, I don't know.
I don't want to break the law.
I think the trend is actually going back the other way where they're getting married younger.
And then they get divorced, and then they get remarried by the time
Well, yeah, you have
35.
more time to get
get it right.
the one out of the way. So Jeff said start saving for retirement.
That's very logical.
Right,
Jeff.
right.
And Audrey said runs out of F's to give.
I ran out of those long before 35. I know many women who also ran out of
Sometimes you got to budget those, John.
Right.
So no correct answer.
No.
That means nobody won the $25 Amazon gift card courtesy of Firehouse Doors, our OG sponsors. If you're in need of garage door repair, service, or perhaps a whole new garage door, our friends at Firehouse Doors can take care of you. Do you want to know what the right answer was?
What was the right answer, Mike?
The right answer was starts to become her mom, or turning into her mom
Right.
by the age of 35. Now, on the flip side, if we take a look at when guys start to become their dad, what do you think? Is it by 35? Is it before 35?
I think it's whenever you have a kid.
Well, that would be,
because
then
then you're like, then you do find yourself like,
using dadisms.
Are we heating up the entire neighborhood?
True. True.
What do you think? Electricity doesn't grow on trees,
No, it's money doesn't grow on trees.
Well, it was electricity.
You got electricity
People leave all
on
the
it.
lights on.
Yeah.
You walk in. I still deal with that sometimes. I come downstairs and
I
and
turn the lights on.
literally every last light, the light over the stove is on, the light over the sink is on, all the room lights are
That
on.
keeps the burglars out, John. It's theft prevention.
Yeah.
All right. So
no-
no correct winner. So we will give you another chance to win that $25 Amazon gift card from Firehouse Stores
Right.
in tonight's trivia. And I'll try not to make it as tough.
Try that.
But I was kind of surprised that nobody said that. Everybody was based on kind of budget and looks.
Right.
And wine.
Which affects, your budget and your looks.
It really does.
All right,
Get the timer out.
Okay.
The Less You Know with Rich Perlberg, the speed round.
Okay, got it.
Hope he set his alarm.
That would be helpful.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rich.
All right, good morning.
Don't waste a whole lot of time. The buzzer will go off.
Right. All right, we're going to budget you 30 seconds for this intro.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. And I had long opening remarks prepared.
Right. So we had mentioned earlier that we're going to be doing a lightning round today. That's our format. We have several topics, and we're going to set the timer at 2.5 minutes for each topic.
What? Did we discuss this?
Well, John had mentioned a few moments ago on the
Yes.
podcast 3 minutes, and I said, well, that just gives you more wind.
Right. So he was
So,
objecting
not
to
you,
3.
Rich,
So we're going to
him.
compromise and go down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds per topic.
All right.
And then
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And
All
now-
right.
so we've got hold on, we haven't started yet.
What are you guys, Richard Dawson? Who's Richard Dawson? in this thing?
I'm not kissing nobody. All right, let's just make that clear.
Nobody
right now.
wants you to kiss
No.
them.
Well, I'm not doing. Well, I'm not sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure many
Nobody.
people. I don't know sure
When
many
I
people
say
wanted.
nobody, I mean nobody.
I mean, I don't think many people wanted Richard Dawson to kiss him there. There was a lot of times.
Come on,
like,
darling.
So I think this proves our point. We don't need any 2.5 minute stopwatch. We're not going to get off topic or anything.
Oh no, of course not. Not at all. So we've got 3 topics that are topical, so to speak.
Topical topics.
in the news, and then we're going to finish with a 1-minute lightning round about the Tigers.
Wow, you
All right.
shaved the Tigers down to a minute. This is like
I'll-
Major League
I'll-
Baseball. They're cutting time out.
We'll name everybody hitting over 200.
So, all right.
Now,
So-
I have no idea what our topics are going to be today.
All right. Now, so
then you are perfect for this
I
program.
really am.
That's true. That's true. So our 3 topics are there's a lawsuit filed
Wait
this
a minute.
week.
Wait.
What?
Why don't you just give a topic and then we roll?
Oh, then we'll roll.
And
with
as soon
it.
as
we don't
Rich
want to.
says-
Oh, okay.
As soon as
All
Rich
right.
says
Is
the
the
first.
clock running? Come on, guys.
yeah.
You're-
Okay.
you're
The
All right.
clock
I've
starts
got the-
as
I've-
soon as you finish the topic.
All right. So our first topic is a racial discrimination lawsuit filed by a former Hartland High School student against the district and several administrators. And go.
Well, all I can say is thank goodness you didn't have to put up with drag queens, okay? Because that's what's really important. I mean, who knows what's happened? It seems pretty serious, and I see Johnny wrote a story about it. I mean, she's claiming some pretty horrible stuff for any kid to have to go through.
And some pretty specific allegations. They're not just
Yeah,
generalized.
yeah.
I mean, it's snippets of
Yes.
conversations and very specific about who said what and when.
But was
there
there
were also charges brought and convictions against some of the students, so it's not like it didn't happen. So the complaint is how and if the school reacted to it, teachers and administrators. That's one of the huge.
So what
issues.
is she looking to get out of it? That's the.
It's an unspecified amount of damages. She said that her senior year was interrupted because of this, and if you read the allegations, I mean, I think you can see why. And she said that this, affected her college prospects at the time.
Well, things like go back to the plantation and comments about lynching. I mean, those might be bothersome.
Yeah, a little bit, don't you think? I'll say this: where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a hell of a lot of smoke pouring out of that high school, and there has been for kind of a while. But to be fair, I don't think you can just say this is a Hartland schools problem. Every district in this county and districts all over
Well, and some
have
can-
issues like this.
They can sweep it under the carpet a little bit the best they can, but this one just happened to get a lot of publicity.
and I think
Well, you don't have. I mean, you think about it though. What has been the biggest complaint about schools from certain segments of the community that they're telling? Not that there's racism involved, but they're teaching about slavery, and that's making kids feel bad.
right.
And here's the real issue. I mean, you can't stop some kids from acting in inappropriate ways, but the question is how does the school react to it, and do you take it seriously? Instead, you got people claiming, oh, they're teaching about CRT.
Well, wait a minute. If
maybe
slavery
they
didn't
should.
happen, why do they want her to go back to the plantation?
Well,
There you go.
But
There
to
you
the
go. Now
point,
you're
if
talking
they
circular
had
logic.
if they had some basis of historical knowledge about slavery, they might maybe think twice about making statements like that, or using the N-word, or saying we're going to lynch you. Just horrific.
Well, something's going on that they know that this is a area that they can act out on. I mean,
All right, that's it. Time's up.
Time will tell if they do.
Have the
All right,
time.
next time.
Okay.
Pardon the interruption. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Is that a submarine?
Topic 1 is over.
Oh.
We've solved racism in this country.
We did,
Next,
we did.
moving on.
With a submarine sound.
Well, yeah. All right. Our next topic: the county commission this week voting to make us a constitutional county and a 2A sanctuary, and go.
We're the only ones in Michigan. This county.
No, we're not. We're not.
No, we're not.
There's a lot of them out there, but I think they should be putting up a sign or something. There's "Welcome to Livingston County."
Welcome to the
2A
sanctuary.
sanctuary.
Yeah.
Lock and load. You know?
Lock and load should be the slogan.
No gun, no entry.
Well, on the one hand, it's just typical showboating from a bunch of clowns. Okay, I mean it doesn't mean anything, but it's kind of odd the timing happens during a week when there's been 3 separate cases across the country, where people who believe in 2A sanctuaries have come out of their homes or out of their car firing and shooting, seriously injuring, and in one case killing someone who was unarmed and did nothing.
Right.
In one case, a kid walks up to rings the wrong doorbell. In another case, a car pulls into the wrong driveway. They never even get out of the car. And in the latest case, a couple of teenage cheerleaders, one gets out of a car in a parking lot and accidentally opens the wrong car door. And in all cases, people just don't say a word, start shooting.
Right.
And I mean,
This is
maybe that's a concern.
We have a pervasive gun culture, which we always have. I mean, this country, the gun culture is woven deeply into the fabric of our society.
Well, I think you have the right to have your guns and your ammo. That's certainly your right according to the Constitution. But
Yes,
when it comes
yes.
to, you know what, maybe somebody doesn't really or isn't competent to have that in their possession. So
What? No.
It's
Well,
almost like there's a red flag.
oh yeah, and so more to the point. I mean, we heard that the Sheriff Mike Murphy, had said he was not going to enforce these laws. He's clarified those remarks. I saw. I think Channel 7 had talked to him, and he had clarified those remarks and said that he will enforce the laws that have been passed so far because he says they really don't do anything. They're just feel-good laws.
Right.
And there's an element of truth to that, but I think it misses the larger point. And then the red flag laws, which just passed through yesterday, he said he might have a problem with. But I guess the bigger picture here is we come up to 20 seconds.
There are some red flag laws.
Go ahead. You finish.
With the red flag laws. I think over half the states now have them. Most states only allow police to instigate them. I don't know if Michigan's proposed law allows family members to ask for them. I mean, there are some issues there, but I mean, even Dana Nessel is.
All right, that's it. We're done. No more. Nope. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay, we've solved the gun problem. We've solved racism. We have solved gun crime.
wow, look at that.
Okay. We're now moving on to our third topic.
Let's think what we could do if you'd give me 3 minutes.
Oh man, world peace.
Okay.
What's our third topic?
What was our third topic? I forgot.
We were talking about the stable leadership of the state Republican Party.
right. There was a meeting a meeting of state Republican leadership
At the Doherty Hotel in Clare.
in Clare.
It's a wonderful place.
Right, and somebody caught this on video and they posted
So like
it.
Claire by Mount Pleasant.
Right,
Is that what we're
right.
talking?
And they
Yes.
and they
Claire Underwood. There's a
now
House of Cards
they
reference
posted
there.
this video on Twitter. We're going to share a little sample.
Now is this in the time?
No.
Okay, this
No,
is
no,
our.
no,
This
no.
does
All
not
right.
count in the 2.5 minutes.
So in this video,
they had the meeting at a
basically,
bar in the
there's-
hotel.
Yeah,
Is that the deal?
It's on a patio bar. I think.
and the two women who are arguing each have a beer in their hand and they have cigarettes. It's
Are
like
they a part of
Saturday-
the committee?
It's like a Saturday Night Live skit, frankly.
It's a state committee meeting or something like that.
So let's just listen to a
You're
little.
all going to jail. You're all going to go down. You're so fucking crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
Whoa, hey there.
Now we got a problem.
We got a problem.
No, yeah, and I think that was probably the best way to end that because I think that the state Republicans definitely have a problem. Okay, this was one meeting; it was caught on tape, and I get that, but Rich, to the larger point. Oh, I got to start the timer.
Yeah, you do.
Hold on.
We're gonna have to deduct it. We're gonna have to
No.
throw a flag.
All right,
there.
no. All right, so timer started. All right, Rich, go.
Well, here's the thing. You would hope that at least it was a battle between the crazy wing of the Republican Party and reasonable or moderate. But no, it's from two wacko factions. They're splitting up and attacking each other. Both of them are representing election denier leaders of the party. It's like watching a battle between Mo and Curly to see who gets to be the head stooge.
It's hard to argue that.
She sounded like Cecily Strong from Saturday Night Live in that one.
I mean, it does look like a Saturday Night Live skit, honestly.
Now were the two women involved? Were they are they in the political party at all, or they were just women?
Yeah,
at the
one
bar?
of them is the leader of Kalamazoo Republicans, the other is Macomb, and they're battling over who gets to sit on
somebody's
particular committee.
Oh,
I'll link the video when we post this on Facebook. I'll link the video if people want to watch it. But I guess the point about this is that I know many conservative Republicans who look at this entire thing and they're just like with their mouth agape, just going, "Oh my God, what happened to this party?" And of course that's a whole nother thing that we don't have that we can't cover here in a minute 8 seconds that we have left. But you're right, this is the crazy and the crazier.
Both sides have it. We just don't have the other side.
Is they all hoped it would go away, and they kept their mouth shut.
And see, I disagree. I'm going to have to say I disagree. I don't think that there are crazy and crazier in the Democratic Party. I'm not at all saying the Democratic Party is perfect, or it does not have divisions, or that there are not extremists in the party. Of course, there are, but not to this extent where you've got people denying the reality. Where you got people that are making things up. They're just living in a false reality. I would say on the Democratic side, you got people that are making proposals that you might say, hey, that's unrealistic to want that. But it's a whole different game when you have people who will not acknowledge the reality, who are living with a lie and perpetuating it and will not give it up.
All right, give Rich the last one.
The head of the party lost the statewide election by over 600,000 votes, and she won't concede that she lost the election.
Oh, for Secretary of State.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
Christina Caramo. Right, she still is denying that she lost the election.
And she replaced a party leader who was involved in a ridiculous fake electors. So no, I don't think there is a comparable wing.
All right, that's it.
We've solved the political party issue here.
All right, so let's recap here. We've solved racism.
Now we got a problem.
Yeah. We've solved racism. We've solved gun violence. We solved the political divide in this country, and now we have 1 minute left. We're going to solve the Detroit Tigers. Go.
Well, they won 5 in a row.
Yeah,
and then they just lost last night, but still 5 in a row.
And it was a great game, and they're going to lose some. But here's the deal: teams win 5 in a row all the time. The Tigers are still on pace to only win about 65 games, so I'm not excited.
You're a Tiger denier.
They're not. I'm a Tiger denier. They're not.
You really are.
You look at that lineup, and how can they score any runs? They haven't.
All right, that's it. I'm going to meet you at the Doherty Hotel. We need to get a beer and fight it out. So,
all right. I will meet you at the Doherty Hotel. That's a great place.
It is actually.
Oh, wait a minute. That starts a whole nother thing. This could start rumors. You two meeting at a hotel. I don't think we've solved the Tigers' problems either.
This, as you joked several times previously, we're in the 7th year of a 5-year rebuild, and at what point, at what point does I don't know. The team has to get sold. They need a new owner. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's what I think.
They have dug themselves deep. Oh my God, that was a minute.
Yeah, that was 1 minute. All right. You want to get another minute or no?
These are the Tigers. This is far more important than gun control.
Give the Tigers another minute.
Okay. All right. We'll give the Tigers another minute.
We're giving the Tigers.
We're giving the Tigers 1 more minute. All right, fix it.
Yeah, they are. So, I mean, it's not that I know anything about sports, but like most fans, I can talk about it. They really don't have much going for them. There's nothing. There's not much on their roster. They don't have anything in their farm system. It's a very weak program, and it's not the most serious.
Well, I think Craig Monroe kind of helps out what the team should live by, and he says, a walk's as good as a hit, which we all heard in Little League. But I think he uses
my gosh, that was to me.
A walk's as good as a hit. Just take a walk.
Taking a picture to 3 balls for me was a hitting stroke.
Maybe we need more players like Coach on Cheers, where they just kind of lean into the ball a lot. That's what they're doing.
Hangover, lean into it.
Take one for the team. God knows we need it.
Oh man,
they got a long way to go. and it's a long season.
Yeah.
So we'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see how we are at all.
That's
Boy,
it. We're done.
talk about the most negative thing we got was the Tigers. We got hope on everything else. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, that's it.
I don't like this.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the first and last
All right,
episode.
This is the debut and finale of the lightning round, speed round on
It's
the
been
Less
voted
You
off
Know.
the island.
So
I don't think we knew any less.
no,
because of the
no.
speed
I
round.
think, actually, maybe we are fulfilling the actual title of this segment by
know.
doing the speed round. So
All right, Rich. Well, it was worth a try. We'll try something different next week.
Sounds like a plan.
all right, thanks,
guys.
Rich.
I'll let you know with Rich Perlberg. Here on Mike and John Got It Going On. It is pool season with the weather turning for the better. Today we get up to about 75. We're keeping our fingers crossed that
I saw
we
that
go on that streak.
they were talking about maybe even going into the 80s.
We'll take that. We talk about Roman's Pools, both John and I customers of Roman's Pools and Supplies. John's pool already opened. Mine's getting open next week. If you have a pool that needs opening, you need chemicals for your pool or need supplies, Roman's, the experts here in Livingston County, can take care of you as they've taken care of John and I. And they're also hiring. That's how busy they are. So if you know somebody 18 or older that's looking for a job, contact Roman's Pools and Supplies. You can stop by their Howell or Brighton location, fill out an application there or online on their website, or give them a call today, 517-545-4555, or their Brighton store, 810-588-4460.
All right, romanspools.com. All right, now we yesterday laid out a giveaway that we're going to be taking part in.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah, the
All right.
giveaway.
So for folks that are going to be joining Jordan Genso on Sunday at Ironwood Golf Course, they'll be meeting 8 o'clock in the parking lot. Volunteers are going to clean up a 2-mile stretch of M59.
And get your golf in after.
Right, and you know that's separate.
Road first, but golf course second.
Jordan's going to get the name of all the volunteers who show up on Sunday to help clean that 2-mile section of roadway. And then on Monday's podcast, we are going to draw out a name
I'm going to write that down.
of one of those volunteers, and they're going to win a $25 Gus's gift card. Which
Plus.
I would just go for $25 of breadsticks, frankly. I think you could.
Nothing but sticks.
I mean, that's, nothing but sticks. But you can use them for whatever you want. They got
great
a lot
salads,
of great
too.
stuff there, too. And we're going to give you your choice. You can go on the Mike and John merch store at mikeandjohnpodcast.com, and you can select either a Mike and John coffee mug or a Mike and John t-shirt. Your choice.
if your name is drawn on Monday.
Right. But you got to show up on Sunday and help do the cleanup.
Now, if you can't make it Sunday, and you just like to buy a Mike and John shirt, mug, tumbler, Mike and John gear with the new logo, just go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com and click on the merch link, and that'll take you right to our store.
We do that too.
You don't even have to get out of your car. You can shop from home. How about that?
Right. But we're encouraging people to show up on Sunday to help do the cleanup. So 8 o'clock in the parking lot of Ironwood Golf Course, help out Jordan Genso. He'll be leading the cleanup crew there, 2-mile stretch of M59. And, of course, Jordan Genso, as he's proving right here, his motto is community servant, community realtor. And so congratulations to Jordan. You can give him a call, 248-444-9777.
2 Cent History today, 4/20, April 20th.
420, you say?
That's Weed Day. National Weed Day. National Pot Smokers Day. You all right?
Sorry.
No puffing and driving.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Is anyone not high?
by the way people are on the roads. I'm beginning to wonder.
I just want to know: is anyone not high anymore?
whether it's weed
The
or
gummies
prescription
or
medications
whatever. I just I mean, they've got the whole.
I begin to wonder.
I just
Sometimes it's look-alike day. You have something that looks like something else,
Oh.
or
do you have a lookalike?
You have
a doppelganger.
yeah. It's Lima Bean Respect Day. Respect the Lima Bean.
No.
I don't like lima beans.
You know, here's the thing.
I don't give them no respect.
Here's the thing. I like Brussels sprouts. I know most people don't. I like peas. I know that you particularly don't like peas. I have no problem with any of those. Asparagus, love asparagus. Lima beans? No.
Wow.
Sorry.
You've shunned the lima bean.
I'm
for
just
the pea.
that's where I'm like, really? Lima beans?
Give the lima bean a little respect, will you?
I'm not doing it today. No. They're gross.
It's National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. That goes with lima beans.
You know, we had a coworker who used to make a pineapple upside down rum cake.
Well, this doesn't have rum in it, but
Oh,
sometimes you got to do
hers
what you
did.
got to do.
Our friend
That's
Sue.
kind of like a pina colada cake.
I mean, that cake.
that had more rum than pineapple.
It did.
No wonder it ended up upside down. It was faced. Oh, my God.
That was good stuff, man.
Yeah. It's Volunteer Recognition Day. Hey, I recognize you.
Hey.
You volunteered for Jordan Genso's cleanup, didn't
Exactly.
you? Today's
Although
the day to
that's
do that.
Sunday, but
I know.
today is volunteer recognition.
We'll recognize
Day.
you today.
We're pre-recognizing you.
Yes. Pre-recognition. 1879 on this day, the first mobile home, a horse-drawn hut, was used in a journey from London to Cyprus.
Wow.
Imagine Gilligan's Island on the move.
Okay, horse-drawn hut.
Horse-drawn hut. Horse-drawn
I
hut.
have to think there were similar things to that before then. That's probably just the first time somebody.
Well, they went on a journey.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't just moving it from, this land sucks, we'll go over there. They went on a journey from London to Cyprus. 1887, the first ever car race was held in Paris. Only one competitor entered. He won.
How many people had cars in
He also
1887?
lost. I don't know. Let's race.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Vroom vroom.
Bring your hut and come on over.
It was really more like.
Yeah, how fast could that go in 1887?
I don't know. Probably not too fast.
Elvis Presley, 1957, started an 8-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with All Shook Up. Was the year's biggest selling single, with over 2 million copies.
Wow.
Sold in 1957.
Double platinum.
The FCC in 1961 granted FM radio stations the right to begin broadcasting in stereo.
Right.
Stereo.
Up until then, most FM signals, because the corporations bought all the FM signals, but they just simulcast their AMs because everyone listened to AM. And they didn't really know what to do with them, and they didn't have approval to broadcast in stereo, so they just simulcast their AM signal on there. Once that ruling came down, it took a few years, but finally stations were like, you know what, maybe we should stop simulcasting our AM signal and actually develop something specific to FM.
It led
And
to underground radio.
next thing you know, you got Dr. Johnny Fever and Venus
which
Flytrap.
spawned commercial FM radio. Let's listen to side 2 of
Here
Led
on-
Zeppelin 4.
Here on 420.
Well, 1961, I don't think they were celebrating 420.
Oh, they
They
were.
may
They
have
weren't
been.
celebrating it officially.
The beatniks were.
Yeah.
The hippies.
Little
did.
French cigarettes back
Yes. 1987, a Japanese expedition reached the North Pole by motorcycle on this day.
then. Okay.
How about that?
Yeah.
Going uphill. Ride down, man. That had to be wild.
I hope they had goggles. Be kind of cold.
1990, Pete Rose pleaded guilty to hiding $300,000 in income.
Not Pete Rose.
Was under third base.
Okay. It's probably just in his back pocket.
I got to see my bookie. And finally, 1996, pop star Madonna announced that she was pregnant by her personal trainer, Carlos Leon. I believe that was Lourdes, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
All right. That's your 2 cent history lesson for you.
And quite a lesson it was, really.
I think so. We learned about FM hippie radio. John's dislike of the lima bean.
Yeah. Why
And-
do you like it?
No,
I didn't think so.
I don't think I've ever eaten a lima bean, so I'd respect for its life.
That should
I
be
did
your
not-
epitaph. He never ate a lima bean. Here lies Mike Marino. He never ate a lima bean. Not
Just
once.
say no to lima beans.
Okay. You're not giving it very much respect today.
No, but lima beans, those would be good with a slingshot, don't you think?
Oh, they could be.
You know, because they were pretty hard. Had the flying saucer flight ability.
yeah.
Lima beans.
Okay.
Am I thinking the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were. I mean, usually they're cooked and they're kind of mushy. But
Well,
they're-
before pre-cook.
Yeah.
Pre-cooked, uncooked
They're
lima
very
beans.
gross.
All right. That's your 2 cent history lesson for today.
Murphy's Family Auto, one of the supporters here. Mike and John got it going on. And, of course, they're the place to go for all your car and truck maintenance. Give them a call, 517-552-3040, or check them out online at murphysfamilyauto.com.
Your car knows. If you tell them Mike and John sent you, you get 5% off.
Right.
How about that?
All right. We had our speed round today. We learned nothing.
That's been canceled.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to do that again.
Not rich, just a speed round.
And, yeah.
I think that's it for today.
Is it, though?
I'm kind of tired.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Another trivia question coming your way with a chance to win.
Right. So check out TNT, or is it THNT? Thursday night trivia.
bonus
Do you put the
trivia,
TH?
bonus
Do
prize.
you put the T and then a small H in there, or
Oh no,
just TNT?
TNT.
So we only have two. We have two TNTs per week.
Well, this one turns out to be a TN bonus prize trivia. So,
So
BPT.
TNBPT.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like to add letters on that and everything.
Good job.
Going into government.
All right. All right. We'll see you Friday.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.